Well, it's been perhaps one of the most fortunate events for policymakers in that we've not really seen any significant declines in global property prices. Probably the only country that's a modest decline has been Australia, but by and largely, property prices have held up very well. Underlying demand for mortgages has been very strong in places like the US, UK, and of course in China. And I think this has been a huge backstop for the policymakers during COVID-19. And importantly, it has really allowed the domestic banking system to be relatively unimpaired by asset deflation and really only have to sort of consider provisioning for what would normally be a normal economic cycle. So a very fortunate set of circumstances given the level of depression in activity.
Right, and if we were to zoom in on China and take the case of what happened with Evergrande and their cash problem, what does that reflect? What does that tell you about the situation in China as far as the property market is concerned there?
Well, I think ironically, you could point to that company being a really isolated case. I think the company represents the sort of older style of managing a business, whereas there are a large number now of companies in China which are not debt encumbered at all. And indeed, many of the state-owned or state-related property companies in China don't have much debt at all. I think it's more of an isolated issue. I think the underlying property sales in China have been actually extraordinarily robust in the first 6 months after COVID-19 struck Chinese New Year. That again has been a huge insulation for the Chinese economy.